Welcome back, everybody, to We Just Love Games Network. This is the fourth and final installment of our E3 Minisode series. This is day 4 of E3. We are Rickless and Reckless tonight, and so I'm running this wagon with the wonderful Shaline. She's calling in for the final time from LA. Are you all packed and ready to go back
What day
home?
is it? What time is it?
It's
Where am
Thursday.
I? Who are you? It's been a week, you guys. It was a wonderful week, but I'm utterly exhausted. I'm so tired. But it
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
conferences are always like that though. You go. You're always on listening to people having conversations, making connections, and then all
Hmm.
of a sudden it stops and you're like, "Man, I feel like ran a
Yeah.
marathon." Uh
I handed out so many GameStack business cards, you don't even know.
I hope you're
Uh,
coming back with no stacks of stickers.
I didn't give out as many of the stickers, but I gave out
Ah,
a ton of business cards. So I stopped to take a picture. They had a bunch of cosplayers, available to take pictures with,
mhm, mhm,
just as like a fun thing to do at E3.
mhm.
And there were these two guys that were in like soldier outfits, like for Ghost Recon.
Cool.
And there was no line or anything. And I thought, well, I'll take a picture with these guys. And I
Yeah,
went to take a
yeah,
picture with them, and they were
yeah.
like, "So, do you are you- do you play games?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's why I'm here." They were like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, I do a podcast." And they're like, "I love podcasts."
Ah,
Tell
and
me
you're like,
about your
"Wow, I've got a
podcast. And I'm
show
like,
for
"Listen
you."
to Game Stack."
Oh, that's hilarious. What
Oh, it was
nice
so
guys.
funny.
That's so funny. Oh, you'll have to show us the picture of that you took with them.
I will,
Um,
yeah. I have
yeah.
some cute pictures to post later.
Was there anybody that you knew that was going that you connected with while you were there?
No, I
I
didn't
don't
know
think I ever
anyone who
asked
was
you.
going. Yeah,
Okay.
no. I did meet some new people here. I joined like a Facebook group and a Discord group of some people that were attending E3.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so I met some people through that,
yeah,
that were here. And they were very lovely people, but
yeah.
no one that I knew already was here.
Okay.
So.
Deja in the chat asks, "Do you think that we didn't see anything from Bethesda about Starfield because the Outer Worlds is basically followed in space?"
I don't think that affected the decision. I think we didn't see anything about Starfield because it's for the next generation of consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would also argue that it's perhaps just not even ready yet.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
That too.
yeah.
But,
Well, so the last time you called in, that was yesterday. You showed
mhm.
us all of the awesome swag. You got statues and T-shirts and backpacks and mugs and bottles
Yeah.
and lanyards and keychains and lanyards and glasses that light up.
Those were so fun. I did a FaceTime home with mom and grandma
Uh
just
huh.
to let them know I was doing okay. And
Yeah.
I showed them the glasses, and you haven't seen my grandma giggle like that. Oh my goodness. It was
Oh.
so precious. It was really lovely.
Oh, that's great. You're gonna have to slap those glasses on grandma. Just be like, um, so what happened today? What
Okay,
happened in
well,
the last
last
24
night, let's start
hours?
with last night.
Oh boy.
After the
Okay. What
podcast,
happens in LA stays in LA,
I
Shaline.
got myself ready and I went out to the Catherine party. I
Oh,
was
that's
really excited
right.
about that. I love Catherine. It was supposed to be this great Catherine themed party with like giveaways and Catherine themed drinks and demo stations for the game, and it was going to be a great time. They were going to make announcements,
Uh-huh.
and it was like the worst experience ever. It was such,
No.
oh my gosh, it was such a bad event. Atlas should be ashamed of themselves. Like whoever put on this event needs to be replaced as an event planner. Like they need a new person in
Really?
charge of the. Oh yeah, it was bad.
Oh my.
So I got down there to the venue about 20 minutes early, got in the line. I had a ticket. Everything was good. They had a line for people with tickets and a line for people who were standby, in case there were openings later.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they didn't have any signage marking it. I just had to ask people in the lines, like, what's going on?
Wow.
So I get in the line
To
and
which they
they're
probably also didn't know.
yeah, they were also confused. And there were like homeless people all over the sidewalk there where we were
Okay.
standing in line, which
This was
was not
at the LA
great.
Live.
It was not at LA Live. It was
Oh.
at a like a little venue,
Hmm.
a
Okay.
couple blocks away
Okay.
from the convention center, and it was not a big enough venue for this kind of event. They
Oh.
they they ticketed it, it was a ticketed event, so they knew how many people were coming, but they were not prepared.
Did you pay?
Um,
Did you buy a ticket?
no, the ticket was free. The
Okay.
ticket was
Okay.
free. Thank goodness. They should probably pay me for how bad this experience was. I stood in that line vendor for probably an hour and a half, maybe a little more. It was supposed to start at
What?
9. It was shortly after 10 when I got there. It was about 10:20 when I got in. And I'm like, okay, now it's gonna be fun, now it's gonna be good, right? So the special gifts that they were giving out were these little headbands with the little ram's horns on them, you know.
Those look like pieces of
Yeah,
poop.
they're terrible.
They look
They're
like
terrible.
little soft serve curlers.
And then they took my photo in front of like the game logo and printed it out for me.
Wow, that is some stellar photography right there. Um,
And then the drink line was identical to the line to get into the event. So it was like an hour and a half line because they had
oh my
one
god.
girl making drinks
What?
and they had a DJ, and this DJ was playing like the music that you get to play on your YouTube videos so that they don't get a copyright flag. Um,
That's awesome.
and there
Uh,
was a dance floor and nobody was dancing because it was like copyright free music. And they had already made the announcement like a long time ago. They were adding Persona characters to the game. It was terrible.
oh man.
And they had, for all these people, like hundreds of people, they had 4 demo stations for the game. So I saw that that's what it was like inside, and I went home. It
So,
was
but you
so
like an
disappointing.
hour and a half in line. You didn't even stand that long in line for like Microsoft or Bethesda.
No, not
Oh,
nearly as long.
wow. That's
That was
terrible.
the longest line that I was in for all of E3. And it was
Wow.
like kind of a sketchy street that they had us standing in,
Right, right.
It smelled like feces. It was horrible.
And it's not like you could have your like pepper spray or
Yeah.
something in your purse, to feel
And I'm
protected
wearing
because you
like a
can't
cute
fly with it,
dress
right?
because I'm
So,
going to the E3 after party. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm in a cute dress.
oh
And
my gosh.
on this street that smells like feces, it was not the best vendor. It was not
Okay,
the
so that
best.
was
I felt
last night. So you
unsafe.
went home and you just had a stiff nightcap and
I
went
had
to
a
bed.
nap,
Yeah.
went to sleep, cried myself to sleep. And this morning I woke up resolved to make it a better experience.
Okay. Okay.
So the first appointment that I had was to see Borderlands
Okay.
3.
Yeah.
And Borderlands is one of the most popular games that's been on the show floor. They have regularly had about a 2.5 hour line at the
Wow.
Borderlands booth the whole time, the whole week.
Okay.
So I had my appointment and I asked them, like, where's the media check-in? And they sent me to the media check-in. And so I waited about 5 minutes to play Borderlands. It was
Mhm. Mhm.
awesome. Appointments are the best. Um, so we went in and saw a theater demo. They showed us the new character is called Mose. She is a heavy gunner. She's adorable. She has a mech. Um, friends can, like, co-op players can jump on top of the mech when it's deployed and use the turret on top for additional damage. It's
Cool.
wonderful. Looked really great. And then they let
Standing
us out
standing
to,
on the shoulders of giants, I suppose.
yes, exactly. And then they let us play the game, and it was really fun. I had a lot of fun playing Borderlands 3. There's a lot going
Nice.
on. And I
Well,
kind of ignored the other items I was finding because I didn't really want to waste my time on inventory management.
mm,
I'd rather just experience
yeah.
the game.
Well, Borderlands has a huge following.
Mm-hmm.
Very,
Yes,
very
it
big
does.
fan
Yeah.
base. So, that's cool.
It was really fun. I was very impressed with the character customization.
Hmm.
Considering that you only play as one of four characters, you
Okay.
can really customize your character. Nobody's Vault Hunters are going to look the same. It was great.
Cool.
There's a neat swamp-like environment that you're exploring. It's really, really cool. Liked Borderlands. It was fun. Um, oh, and they gave me a bunch of stuff. I'll show you the swag at the end because it's all over here together.
Okay.
So after that, my next appointment was for Harvest Moon, and
Ah.
it's a spin-off game. It's not a proper Harvest Moon title.
Right. But it's from the same makers as Stardew Valley. Yeah? Is it?
No, um,
I
I
thought
don't think
Stardew Valley
so.
was the same makers
It
as.
is, but the original makers of Harvest Moon are no longer making Harvest Moon.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this is like this game that I played is like a cash grab spin-off. It's not good.
Hmm.
Can't recommend it.
That's
It's
sad.
sort of a puzzle game.
Is it
It would
called Light
be
of Hope? Is that?
no, it was called something Dash,
Oh, okay.
Farm Dash or something like
Oh
that.
no.
Yeah. It's sort of a puzzle game, like a co-op puzzle game. It
Okay.
would be fun for like an hour with a young person,
Yeah.
like with your nieces and nephews,
Yeah.
but it was I can't recommend it. Really can't.
Hmm.
Um, and then the next thing I saw was Cyberpunk, and
Okay.
the Cyberpunk demo stretched across three demo rooms. The first
Of
one they
course it
sent
did.
us in was like a cyberpunk styled bar. And they had drinks, so I had a nice Coke Zero.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah, it was lovely. Um, they had it all decorated like a seedy cyberpunk dive bar. It was really
Nice.
cool. And then after they sent us out of there, we went through a second room, and the second room was a theater. And we sat down and watched a gameplay demo. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't playable yet for us, so that was a bummer. But this game looks really good, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Cyberpunk looks awesome. Um, it's very deep RPG. It's a very deep RPG.
Now, from what I understand, the game is set in a place called Night City,
Right, right.
which is considered in the year 2077 as a American megacity in the
Mm-hmm.
free state of California. And I
Yes,
believe that's where it is set in. It looks really cool. A lot of
it
the buildings
does.
and stuff from what I seen from the E3 trailer. But what is your take? What was your experience?
I'm very positive. I have very good feelings about Cyberpunk. It's looks like a heck of an RPG. You can really spec out your character in different ways.
Okay.
So it just you can approach situations in so many different ways. If you want to go in stealth, if you want to be a tech focused hacker, you can
Yeah.
be a fisticuffs brawler. um it looks pretty good, looks
Hmm.
pretty good. And it's a voice acted protagonist. I think the female protagonist may actually be Courtney Taylor, the person who voiced the Fallout 4 female sole survivor. So I'm not 100% sure of that, but it sounded like her.
Yeah, I don't have any. There's no information available on the casting yet.
Mm.
The voices, other than. Um, yeah, no, I don't think there is any information. Not that I can find, anyways, online.
But they've built a very impressive game world with Cyberpunk, and
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to exploring it.
Now, if I understand correctly, this game is adapted from an old game in the 80s, tabletop game. Yes?
Right,
Called
yes.
Cyberpunk 2020.
I believe so,
Which
yeah.
ironically is 2020. It would have been really cool if they released the game next year for
I think
2020.
they are planning to release it in 2020, aren't
Oh, I
they?
thought it was coming out in the
It's
fall. No, you're right,
a spring
April.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that's pretty cool that it's going to be released in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm all for those dystopian style, futuristic, apocalyptic games
Mm-hmm.
in which people are just trying to survive on what little is left, uh, but being smothered by technological advancement. on
Yeah.
every corner. Uh, Deus Ex is a lot like that.
Yes.
Love Deus
Yes.
Ex,
Hmm.
and Detroit Become Human again.
There's definitely some shades of Deus Ex in Cyberpunk. It's sort of a dirtier world, though, like a grittier, more realistic world
In Cyberpunk.
than Deus Ex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, great. Oh man, I'm excited. Did you get
Yes,
it?
and when I was going into the Cyberpunk demo, I fell up the stairs. That was not the
Oh,
best. I
no.
was mortified. So I would like to take this opportunity to announce that I'm never making a public appearance ever again anywhere.
I'm sure it wasn't as bad as it seemed.
I fell on top of some game journalist. Like he was like trying to help me.
Oh
I was
gosh.
embarrassed. I just like ugh.
Were you carrying like a bunch of like swag and stuff?
Yes, I had this huge bag. I had this huge tote bag
Why don't you show
full
us
of
all the things
garbage.
that are
I
in
had
that
my
tote bag?
messenger bag. I'll show you the stuff here in a sec. Ugh, it was terrible.
Oh my.
And the last game that I saw today was Watch Dogs Legion, and Watch
Right.
Dogs also looks really good.
Okay.
It looks like a pretty worthy GTA successor,
Mhm.
actually.
Mhm.
It's a really big world. You can play as basically any character in the game. You can recruit them over to DedSec. Some characters will be harder to recruit than other characters. They all have different opinions, they all have their own schedule, and they are all voice acted and have backstories, and you can spec them out differently and play as anybody. And
Hmm.
they started out the demo playing as a little grandma, as an old lady, and it was really cool. It was really cool. I loved that they had that option. And because she's an old lady, she has less mobility than some of the other characters, but she's also got a taser and some other options available to her, that the other characters don't have.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. I was very impressed with Watch Dogs Legion.
Fantastic. Um have you played any of the previous Watch Dogs?
I haven't. I've always
Okay.
wanted to play them. They've
Me
been
as well.
on the
Are they're
stack,
co-op,
but
are they not?
I don't think they are co-op.
Huh.
But they've always been interesting to me, but I've just never gotten around to
Yeah.
them.
I too have always been intrigued to play Watch Dogs.
Hmm.
I believe the first, or was it the second one, was set in New York City.
I don't
Um
remember which one.
and it was very very post-apocalyptic. I loved it. Um
Archon says that I needed an assistant for carrying my stuff. Yes, he's right.
Actually, while I was thinking about all this swag that you've been getting, and if we do go next year, can you bring backpacks into the venue?
If you're media, you can take a backpack.
Because
You can
like,
also take a rolling suitcase if you're media, which I think is what I'm going to do because my
yeah,
shoulder is so sore
yeah,
from carrying my messenger bag.
yeah. Because I have this little it's called an airport navigator. It's made by Think Tank, and
Hmm.
it's a overhead storage bin, official size dimension for carrying and moving photographic equipment, cameras and
Right.
lenses and things like that. But ever since I sold my business and stopped doing photography, I have started using that case for traveling without having to check a bag.
Hmm.
And I literally can
Right.
fit like 2 weeks of clothes in it, and all my toiletries.
Hmm. That's
um,
wonderful.
and so, yeah, I would totally bring that next year and just cart
Yeah.
that thing around
They have
because,
some size dimensions that you have to stay under. And if you're media, you can take a backpack. If you're not media, you're not allowed
okay,
to have a backpack.
okay. That's cool. Yeah.
So
Because,
do you want to have show and tell?
yeah, yeah. Show me all of the things. Let's
Okay,
see.
guys. So this little gift bag, um, I got from playing a mobile game. I don't remember the name of it now, but it was entirely in like characters. They didn't have an English translation, which was a bummer. But it was kind of a fun little game. But I played it exclusively so that I could get this cool fan, because you know me and my fans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
It's my
beautiful.
biggest fan. Yeah,
That
I
is
thought it was really
beautiful.
lovely.
Yeah. Do you know what it says on it?
No clue. Probably stupid American. But yeah, it's lovely,
Jesus.
really beautiful,
Wow, that is very nice.
and it made me really happy. I was very very excited to get it, and the mobile game was actually pretty fun. I if they had an English version, I probably would have played it. It was like an open world game. You could talk to different characters. There was combat. You could fast travel around the world. You got a horse. It was cool.
Cool.
And then they also gave me this deck of playing cards, which are pretty neat.
I love
So
that it's in a very sophisticated like case with a wax paper and
it
gosh,
was
the amount of
very
stuff that you've
very
gotten.
beautiful.
It's crazy. I'm going with empty bags. I'm just going to wear the
Yes,
same set of clothes for the whole week
definitely
and you guys
bring
are going to
an
have to
empty
put up
bag.
with me smelling like one of
Okay.
those people.
So now we've got this giant Borderlands tote bag that they gave me,
Okay.
and it of all the
Okay.
rest of my stuff here. So at Borderlands, they gave me this mask.
Wicked.
Yes, it's very cool. And let's see what else we've got in here. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 14 was giving out this giant tote bag.
Uh-oh.
Like I could fit a body in here. It's
Oh,
enormous. I
wow.
can't even show the size of this bag. Like
Jeez.
it's made out of that like plasticky material, like reusable shopping bags.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, we got some posters from Borderlands. These were pretty cool. I'll probably do some giveaways when I get home and mail some stuff to listeners.
That would be awesome.
Okay, Borderlands posters.
Oh, wow.
Some of these are pretty wicked.
Is there anybody in the chat that is a huge Borderlands fan? I
I'm
think
probably
Joseph
gonna
Tao,
keep this
maybe.
one
Oh,
because
I
it's
love that one.
pretty
Yeah,
wicked.
yeah,
Also,
that's great.
this one. No, not this one. This one was kind of freaked me out. This one.
Ooh, I like
love
that.
this one.
Yeah, it's kind of like a watercolor.
But yeah, I'll definitely send out some of those to listeners if they want some.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Joseph says that he's excited to see the Borderlands swag. I will probably send some of it your way, Mr. Tao, if you like. Because I have a small house.
She simply does not have enough room for all of the swag.
The Harvest Moon people gave me this little sheep keychain. It's really
Oh,
cute.
that's adorable. I wonder,
Yeah.
does it smell like vanilla or something?
I don't know. It's still in the
Oh,
plastic.
it would be cute if it did. Gosh,
And-
they're totally going to make you open your bag. You know what? Do you have to declare anything? Oh, no, you're not going over the border.
No, this is another Borderlands poster, and this one's pretty massive.
Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, that I would get that framed. That would be so nice. Wow, that's really
That
nice.
one will probably go to a listener as well,
Mm-hmm.
assuming I can find like a tube to mail it in. The amount of stuff these people are giving out is just kind of crazy. I bought more stuff at Bethesda because, of course, I did. They had an E3 special edition shirt that says
Okay.
Bethesda on the front,
Okay.
and the back had all like the game logos for all the games that they had. And then I got the Vault Boy Tea of the Month. This is the box. The T-shirt itself features a Vault Boy like on crutches in a cast.
Oh, I thought you meant like tea, like drinkable tea.
No, I wish there was a Vault Boy drinkable tea. That would be glorious. Okay, this mask came from Watch Dogs. I don't want to open it because I don't want to open it right now. But it's this giant rubber like pig mask.
Oh, okay.
And let me show you. This is what it's gonna look like.
That is going to be very fun to get through the scanner.
Yeah, this is going to terrify the children in my neighborhood next Halloween. Let's see, more friendship bracelets from Bethesda. So now I have a full packet to send to you and to Rick.
Perfect.
Borderlands gave me codes for some DLC for Borderlands 3.
Okay.
And there's a code under this little
Scratchy
scratch-off
thing?
lottery ticket.
Nice.
Watch Dogs Legion, a pin. Thought that
Okay.
was pretty nice. Somebody gave me the sticker. I don't know what it is. I don't know who this character is.
Huh.
Um, and then Bethesda, when I bought stuff, they gave me this pop socket. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Nice.
that was
Right
pretty
on.
nice. So I almost forgot the biggest thing. Cyberpunk was giving out jackets.
What?
Yes, look at this jacket. This is the back.
A whole is it like a
A
jean
whole jacket.
jacket?
It's like a windbreaker, but it's like a really quality windbreaker. It has this little patch
Is
on the
it is
side.
it
Night
Storm
City.
Tech? I bet you it's
I
Storm Tech.
I don't know, but it's really nice, really high quality.
Cool.
The side has got this CD Project Red zipper pull on this,
Nice.
and it's reversible. And the other side has this. It's yellow. It has this cyberpunk label.
Cool.
Oh, it's a sweet jacket. I love it. I
That's
really
awesome.
love the jacket.
That's really awesome.
Very, very excited about the jacket. And
Wow.
I think that's everything for show and tell.
Okay, I seriously don't know how you are going to fit all of this in your luggage.
I don't either. Yeah. I did get the jacket in my size. Yeah. They asked us for sizes before we went into the demo. So,
Yeah, it would really suck if you got the jacket and it didn't fit.
yeah.
Because, yeah.
Um,
But so everybody got it?
all of the media who saw the behind closed doors demo got one. So they had a booth downstairs where the public could see a different demo,
Mhm.
and they got like a little clear visor, and they had some of those available for the media as well.
Mhm.
I didn't take one because what would I do with that?
Right. Very interesting. Wow, that's cool. It sounds like you had a good day. Any good food today?
Let's see. I ate the free media lunch. The ESA provides a free lunch for the press in the press
Nice.
room.
Nice.
And yesterday's was not very good. It was like a gross sandwich.
Mhm.
But today's was like a lovely burrito with like hummus and vegetables.
Oh, I
It was
love
really
hummus.
good. Yeah, hummus is
Nice.
the best.
Yeah, I had
This
hummus
is
for
really
lunch
lovely.
today
So
too. Cool. Did you see any famous people?
I saw a bunch more like big names in game journalism. I saw Jason Schreier in the hall.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. I
Did you
saw
smack him with
Lucy
your
O'Brien
purse?
from IGN. Um, and you know who I saw was Maul cosplay. Have you ever heard of Maul cosplay?
I think so. Maul, right?
Yes, like Darth Maul.
Yeah.
He kind of blew up when for doing Witcher cosplay.
Witcher. Yeah.
His Witcher cosplay is amazing.
Yeah.
He may be the most handsome man in the world.
He
He
is
really is
very
that
dashing.
handsome
Yeah, he's very dashing.
in real life. So he was there in cyberpunk cosplay, and oh my goodness,
Oh.
he was so handsome. It was amazing. I wanted to say hello, get a picture, but he was walking like he had somewhere to be, so I didn't want to bother him. But
Huh.
yeah, he was very handsome. I was very amazed.
Jeez. Wow, it sounds like you had a really awesome day.
Yeah, it was an
Um,
adventure.
hmm. And so you leave tomorrow? You fly out tomorrow morning, I
I
assume?
do. I leave tomorrow morning, so I need to somehow find a way to pack all this stuff. I bought a duffel bag vendor. I bought a duffel bag
That's smart.
um, to stuff some of these
Yeah.
things in.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully, get them on the plane.
Yeah. Jeez. Well, guys, that's pretty much the end of our final day 4 of E3.
Do you guys have any questions about E3
Yeah,
or
if
anything that
anybody
I
in the chat
saw?
has any questions, feel free to ask us. We're also going to be doing on the next episode of GameSack, which will not be this Friday, but the following Friday. We'll be doing an E3 recap.
Yes.
And so we'll talk a lot about our impressions from the games we'd like to see that are coming and play, and your final impressions from E3, of course, Shaline. And but stay tuned. Tomorrow night we're doing a new fresh new episode of That Fallout Show, and I'm not sure what Rick has up his sleeve for this episode coming, but you're gonna hit the ground running pretty much.
Yeah, I'll hopefully make it home in time. Hopefully make it home in time.
Yeah.
Um,
Um Deja in the chat says, is there anything that you would do differently if you go to E3 next year?
Yes. I think I would bring a wheeled bag instead of a messenger bag because my shoulder really hurts from
Mm-hmm.
carrying around my messenger bag with my stuff in it, my water and my recorder and my wallet and all those
Mm-hmm.
things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would also bring some sunscreen because the back of my neck was burned pretty badly.
Mm-hmm.
But those are small things. Otherwise, I learned the best place to go in the convention center where there's no lines, and I had a lot of success making appointments to see demos by appointment. So I would do that again for sure. I think it would have been a much worse experience if I
Yeah.
had spent the whole time waiting in lines.
Yeah. Now the demos by appointments, those are media only.
Yes,
Yeah.
those are
So just keep
only. I
that
don't
in
know.
mind if you're
Maybe if
traveling.
you reached out to the PR people and just told them you're their biggest fan, maybe they'd let you in. I don't know, but
Yeah, perhaps, perhaps.
um,
Korak says, quick recap of Outer Worlds. I missed yesterday. How did it look? What particular stuff stood out?
it's Fallout New Vegas in space, you guys. If you played and loved Fallout New Vegas, The Outer Worlds is going to look extremely familiar to you, and it's going to feel extremely familiar. This upcoming year and next spring as well are going to have some phenomenal role playing games.
Indeed.
We've had some lovely open world games, but we're going to have some RPGs to play next
Yeah,
year.
I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm very excited. Outer World looks amazing, and New Vegas
It
is one of my
really
favorite Fallout
does.
games, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. I rewatched the trailer today, and I kind of came to the realization that um, I the game looks very similar in terms of mechanics to Fallout New Vegas, so I don't think that they even used a new engine.
Oh, they did. They're not using the same engine.
Really?
The other engine, Bethesda owns it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
it's a
Well,
new engine. I think it's an Unreal, isn't it?
um
I think this new one is an Unreal, The Outer Worlds. I'm not 100% sure on that.
let me just
I'm sure
Wikipedia
Joseph or
that.
Archon will be able to tell us pretty soon.
It is
Um,
powered by Unreal Engine 4.
Unreal. I thought it was Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
But the mechanics are pretty similar. It looks very similar.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
It'll feel
excited.
very familiar when you play it. And the only thing that I'm not sure about yet is you have the non-voice protagonist, and the dialogue looks exactly the same as the Fallout New Vegas dialogue, and you're locked into the NPC space when you're talking with them. And it feels maybe a little antiquated looking at
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I'll fall right back into being used to it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I that was one of the things. Like I found that it was a little bit antiquated in the
That
trailer, and
seems like a strange call.
I wonder if people are gonna lash out about that because you know how the
Yeah.
community is. You know, one of the developers fart and the whole country loses their
Mhm.
minds. Um,
And at the same time, we hated the voice protagonist. Well, not everybody did, but a lot of people hated the voice protagonist in Fallout 4. That was one of the main complaints with Fallout 4.
mhm.
And so this is a game that's going back to the previous system. And I'm like, I don't know, that seems antiquated.
Yeah.
So
So we'll see how it goes. I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm very open minded about it. I'm excited to play it. I'm definitely going to play it.
it
Um,
looks wonderful, Vendor. It looks
yeah,
really good. It
yeah,
looks really
I'm
good.
excited. I love that all of the games that are coming are set in a world or a time or an atmosphere that I want a game to be set in. So like Cyberpunk 2077, futuristic robots, world is ending. Outer Worlds, on another planet, futuristic robots, perfect. Um, and then Followed NPCs coming, perfect. Um, uh, Ghostwire, future Japan. Actually, I'm not sure if it's set in the future, but it would be cool if it was. And then what is that one I keep? Dead Blood,
Deathloop.
Deathloop. Again, set in the future, space, that kind of thing, very futuristic. So
Deathloop looks so cool.
I
You know what
think,
else looks really good is Wolfenstein Youngblood. I
yeah,
spent a lot of time today just like hanging around the Bethesda booth, just like looking for Todd Howard, so I could kidnap him and bring
they're
him home.
like, she's back, she's
Yeah, I know
back again.
exactly, exactly.
Close the curtain.
Somebody hide Todd, get him to the safe room.
Yeah.
But I was hanging around by the Bethesda booth between appointments, and I just kind of peeked over the rope to watch the people playing the Wolfenstein Youngblood demo because I couldn't get into any of the Bethesda demos; they were so busy.
Yeah.
Um, but I just kind of peeked over and watched some other people play it, and it looked so good. It looked
Yeah.
so smooth and so fun. I'm really excited to play
That's kind
Youngblood.
of why I'm debating playing Wolfenstein 2, just so that I can kind of follow it up with,
Yeah,
you know.
I've
So
played a couple hours of Wolfenstein 2, and it's
yeah,
real good.
yeah. Rick played it through and through, and he loved it. I think he's played it through a couple of times.
Speaking of
So
Rick,
he
guess
must
who's in
be
the chat? A wild
super
Rick has
excited.
appeared.
Wild Rick has appeared. Oh well, that's the show, everyone. It's time to go
Well,
now.
you're home early.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you had a really good day.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
sorry that the
great.
Catherine party was kind of a flop, even
Oh
because
my
you
gosh.
didn't end
There
up
was a
going to
while
see,
when I thought I was gonna die. Like I
right?
thought I was gonna be like mugged and die.
Yeah, you didn't end up going to see Snoop Dogg, and
I
so
didn't. Yeah, that
you
was
were
rough.
probably really hoping that Catherine would play through well for you, and it didn't.
Yes, I
So
wanted Catherine to be amazing. I love that game. I love the aesthetic. I love the world,
yeah,
and I wanted that to be a really cool experience celebrating this game. And they dropped the ball hard. You know, whoever was in charge of that needs to be replaced. So
yeah, yeah. Well, thanks for calling in, and we will see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Mountain
hopefully
Time,
so.
8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Shaline will probably be on the show. She's going to hit the ground running right out of the plane and pop right into her streaming chair. And yeah, I'm not sure what's coming down the pipeline for tomorrow. Rick, we will have
We're
to
gonna
touch
talk about Fallout
base.
Shelter on the Tesla.
Oh yeah. So what happened with that? That's weird.
Let's talk about it
Yeah, we'll
tomorrow.
talk about it tomorrow. Also, we've got a big announcement coming tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. You are
We do, but it's not
definitely.
a bad announcement, guys. It's a
It's
good
not a bad
announcement.
announce. I know I said that on Twitter and
Every
everybody
time
lost
we've
their
ever said,
minds.
"Hey, we have an announcement," we followed it up by ending the podcast.
We're not
So
ending the podcast. No shows are ending. No
we need to
shows are
be clear.
ending.
We need to be
Um,
very clear
but we
about that.
have we have a very awesome announcement tomorrow, which we will be making, and so tune in 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. You can find Shaline on Twitter at Shaline L. You can find myself at Vendortron N, Rick at Rick McVick, and you can find the network account at We Just Love Games. We've got people flooding into the Discord, so if you want to join the Discord as well, all you got to do is scroll down on our Twitch page right now and click that link to get access to the Discord.
And the Twitter and the Discord are probably the ways that I'm the most likely to be giving away some of these fine collectibles.
Yes, and if you're on the list in the Discord, that is how you get entered into draws to win cool stuff. So make sure that you're in the Discord. Yeah. Any last thoughts, comment, Shaline?
Good night, guys. I'm so
Okay.
tired. I need
we'll
to pack.
we'll see you guys.